so let's look at surviving inside the close guard. So I'm inside Glenn's close guard, just turn around, bro. Let's think about survival postures inside the guard. Glenn wants me down here. How's he going to do that? He's going to pull with his knees to bring me down, possibly get head control, arm control, then he can start putting a hand under the collar and has me in a weak position, cross choke, Ezekiel's, arm bar, triangle, a ton of stuff. First thing I'm thinking about is posture. I never want to be here, I want to be there. But now Glenn can break me down by pulling his knees to his chest. So the minute he pulls with his knees to my chest, I engage my hips. Okay, kind of like a pelvic tuck. That's all I'm doing. But the detail is I don't stay engaged. As he pulls with his knees and I engage, if I keep my hips engaged and my ass is off, he can switch from a pull with his knees to a kick with his legs. Just release 1 second. So we have two ways of breaking posture. We can pull with our knees if their butt is on their heels, or I can kick with my legs if their butt is off their heels. That's just two ways of breaking posture. So I want to make sure that when Glenn pulls with his knees, I engage my hips. The minute he stops pulling, I just drop my hips back down again. If I keep them engaged, good players will kick and bring me down. So that's the first skill, engaging of the hips. Second skill is, if I stay postured, Glenn can get the cross grip on my hand and then build the base till his elbow. And now from this position, other side, bro. And now from there, he can come up and go for a hip bump sweep. Just, yeah, perfect. Get back a step. So you're inside my guard. So if I've got somebody continually postured, just lean back, perfect. I can find that cross grip, open my legs, turn onto my side, build the base from my shoulder to my elbow, even better a hand, stuff this under my body, and then I just basically hit him with my hip. How do we stop that? Lands on the bottom. Just turn this way, bro. So, we know what to do with our hips now. They're engaged. If he's pulling to break my posture, I have a primary arm, so I'm just going to grab his lapels with one hand controlling two. My secondary hand goes on his hip with my elbow on the inside. And if he tries to pull with his knees, I just engage my hips. It's a misconception that when he pulls with his knees, that I'm posting with my hand. That can lead to getting armbarred. This arm is here from when he goes for a hip bump sweep. So in other words, from this position, if he controls my wrist and tries to sit up, I look to see what shoulder's coming off the mat, if that makes sense. So in other words, if his right shoulder's coming off the mat, this is why there's so much play in the lapel. As he goes to bring it up, I can just push with my hand. If he opens his legs, that's giving me the pass. So the pass the opportunity to pass the guard can happen in an instant. The second he opens his legs to go for that hip bump sweep. So this hand is just floating. If he switched grips and went for it on the other side, obviously this shoulder's coming up, so I'll just be pushing on that with my hand. And again, if he opens his legs, I'm getting into like a headquarters position or an inside staging position. So that's what I'm doing with my primary arm. Sometimes when you do this and you feel you're giving away an open elbow, it feels as if you're going to get armbarred. Okay. Glenn needs three things to get the armbar. He needs to pull with his knees to get my posture broken. He needs to underhook my leg to get angle, and this secondary leg needs to come deep into my armpit so he can swing his other leg over my head and he has the armbar. So we can close all three of them down with my secondary hand. Just goes in the middle. Keep your guard close, bro. Okay. So as he tries to break my posture, I engage my hip. As he underhooks my leg and cuts an angle, I just walk with my knees. Okay. Anytime he gets an angle, I just take it away by moving with him. The other thing is, there is no armbar if he can't get his right leg somewhere between my left hip and my left armpit. So if I'm here with my secondary arm, even if I let him break my posture, and even if I let him cut an angle, try the armbar now. If he can't get that leg into my armpit, there is no armbar. But because I'm monitoring that space, he can jump into the triangle trap and finish with the triangle. So let's just add in a preliminary triangle defense, and we'll finish with that. You're in the bottom row. Recapping on what we've done. Close your card. Hips engaged. If he pulls with his knees, I just engage my hips. The minute he stops pulling, I sit back down again. I don't keep engaged because then he can kick to bring me down. That's posture. Second thing is primary arm. Its job is to keep his shoulders on the mat. If he goes for any kind of a hip bump sweep, which he will because I'm postured, I can just float my fist either shoulder, keeping the lapel grips to keep him flat. Okay. There's other options. There is no cross choke. I mean, try to get your cross choke. You know, I'm just posturing the whole time. He needs that. He needs to break my posture so then he can go deep. Okay. So armbar options. From there, I'll let him break my posture. I'll let him get angle. But there is no armbar, but he can jump into the triangle trap. Perfect. So the second he jumps into the triangle trap, I keep inside position with my left elbow. So we're here, he can't get the armbar. As he tries to jump, I just get my elbow on the inside. Relax 1 second. Yeah. As he jumps, watch, my elbow flares. Now from there, I don't want to leave an arm inside, so I'm letting go of the lapels. And my left elbow, I project my weight forward, I lift my knees off the mat, and now I put my left elbow on the mat as I turn the corner and pass the guard. So this would be like your preliminary triangle defense if they're jumping into the triangle to get into the triangle trap. So one more time on that. So from there, I have this position, he just jumps into the triangle trap. I just keep my elbow on the inside. Now from here, I'm pulling my right arm back, I lift my knees off the mat, and then I just turn the corner and pass the guard. So, a few tips on surviving inside the closed guard. Obviously, the next goal would be to open the closed guard if they haven't opened it, and then eventually pass the guard.